Now for something a little experimental. This next piece I'm going to have to get a little assist from my screen because I literally wrote it on the plane on the way over here. And you will be the first audience ever to hear it anywhere. So, this one's called Invisible Forces. Invisible forces captivate us, capable of lifting any single individual's fortunes or turning each of us into some literal corpses. Superstitions historically privilege religious sources to deliver us from the grips of invisible physical tortures and give us simple mortals a sense of purpose when the stench of urgent sickness emerges and the specter of death is present and virtually certain. I guess it always just seemed obvious that demons were haunting us when the seemingly honest and decent among us are suddenly bleeding or coughing or turning green or just hot as the streets get in August. It's got to be a supernatural tactic to keep us in check and teach us not to talk back to the gods because their wrath is awesome and they can send plagues to attack us if we act obnoxious, so we better pay our proper respects and say the right quotes and do the right dances and chants and sacrifice goats and do whatever it takes to get your faith right with the ghosts. In defiance of this seemingly endless alliance between our fear of death and our ignorant blindness came a fresh paradigm from the men and women of science who discovered the microscopic organisms inside us, invisible little pirates who infiltrate us in silence, bacteria, funguses, and parasitic viruses, as well as the kind that are kind to us, partners in crime with us, friendly commensal types that assist us and help us get by with just digestive enzymes and vitamins. Vitamins, okay? If they want to pay you a visit, then you invite them to stay. The science often starts as a hunch or a guess, but then it's subjected to hundreds and hundreds of tests until something emerges that stands up to the stress. We can even understand why someone gets sick. It's because our reproductive success is often at odds with the reproductive success of our little invisible guests. Some of them want to invite us for lunch as a guest, and some of them want to eat us for lunch when we're dead, or use our bodies or the phlegm that comes out of our heads as a vector to help their daughters to spread. And we want to use our bodies for something different instead. Invisible forces, subject to the laws of physics, living in social groups and engaging in competitions, building mutualistic, interspecific coalitions with functionalistic guilds to fill every niche in the system. Not exactly demons and ghosts. That doesn't even come close. We only know most of them from their metagenomes. Civilizations within citizens within civilizations, diminishing scales that defy visualizations. But the picture that's emerging is crisper than the blurred things stumbled over by former generations of Earthlings. The scientific version isn't perfect, just incremental steps in the direction of extra certainty, which isn't discouraging. Thank you.